Hi everyone. They will be doing the testing of voter smart contract with Clarinet console. Oh, sorry, Clarinet console. What I corrected that. So this is the console list of all the functions and dummy addresses used for testing. Used for testing. So first off, I'll set the TX sender to this the last address in because organizations will come with their addresses to vote. So first things first, register. You need to register their organization. So we are going to go with voter V1 and the text sender. This is the address. So going with voter V1, they are registered and they've paid the fee of 100 XCX. So after that, because they are registered, um create they can now create elections. Um Locating an election, I'll still go with lead clarity dev, name of the organization, total voters, and the list of the contestants. And the lead contains tuples, address, and name. So calling this function, we've gotten our election ID of U1, we've gotten the election ID of the two contestants. Then after that, we can now um authorize voters. You can now authorize voters the same election ID U1, organization name voter V1, and the list of the contestant of the voters we want to authorize, of the addresses we want to authorize. So calling it, you now have their invitation ID U4 and U3. So after this is done, the um so four addresses now have this NFT, which is four voters. At this point, if you authorize again with an error, you are exceeding the number of total voters. So after this, we can now start the election. Organization name, election ID, and the expiration. So the election has started. So because the election has started, our voters can now come and vote. So I'm setting the check sender to one of the authorized addresses, which is this first one. Setting to this one. Then authorized address is coming to vote. Um, Let him vote for this. NNCD. The invitation ID, NFC ID for these guys U3. So we need to change this to U3. While this other one is the election ID, the contestant address. So calling this function, the vote is casted, and we have this NFT burn event. And we are burning the NFT to avoid voting twice. So let's set the let's set the TX sender to the next authorized voter. So it's set, and its invitation ID is U4, election ID U1, calling the vote function. So this is it. This vote has been casted. We can now get contestant info. It's now giving us that Eric has two votes and Owens has zero votes, which is bad, very very bad. Um, at least only should vote for himself now. Where's his address? This is it. So when he's coming to vote for himself, his invitation ID is U1, election ID U1. So the votes has voted for himself, voted for himself. So we can now check get contestant info. Aha! When he now has one vote, while Eric has two. The other contestant said he's not voting, so let's end the election. Let's end the election. So name of the organization is Voter V1. Our election ID is U1. Oh, we have even not authorized because the check sender is Owens here. So we are not authorized. Let's set it to someone an address that is authorized. Um, this is deployer and the authorized address to end the election, the admin or the creator of the election. So we can now end the election under error 408. This error is the vote has not ended. The election is still ongoing, so we cannot end the election. So what we need to do now is advance the chain tip or tips to U21. So when we advance the chain tip first, let's get the election info. So this is the info about the election and the expiration is U21. So I believe now we can end the election. Yeah, the election has ended. So now because the election has ended, if we get the election info, we are getting none. And this is because once the election is ended, the data that has been stored is being deleted from our contract to